Hi there, and welcome to a very brief yoga stretch class. And this class is for all levels, so if you've never done yoga before, then this will be a perfect class for you to begin. The most important thing to keep in mind is that yoga is a practice to increase your well-being. So if at any point when you're moving your body, if something doesn't feel good, doesn't feel right for you, then just back off and you can make another choice. I'll give lots of options and modifications and just lots of cueing so that we can really stay present in our body, which I have found has been an incredible stress reliever. So let's come to hands and knees. Come to hands and knees and separate your hands as wide as your shoulders and separate your knees as wide as your hips. If you like, you can curl your toes under and stretch the bottoms of your feet. That can feel really great. This pose sequence is just called cat-cow. You've probably seen it, probably done it before, and it's a great way to warm up and wake up the spine. So as you breathe in, you'll pull your chest through the gateway of your arms. Let your abdomen pull back, crown of the head to the ceiling, hips to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, push your palms into the floor. Pull your belly in, chin to chest. And we'll do that a few more times. Breathe in, feel your breath, fill your lungs, lift your chest forward and up, and then eliminate your air, round your spine, chin to chest. And now just a few more times at your own pace, just sort of finding a meter for your breathing as you inhale and exhale. And you're just beginning to notice sensations in your body and connect with deep belly breathing. Let's do it one more time just to gently warm things up. Breathe in, chest forward, tailbone up, and exhale, chin to chest. Push the ground away with your palms. Okay, from here, we'll move to a neutral spine and then bring your big toes to touch, knees to come apart. So there's something for everyone. This next pose is child's pose. If your knees can bend a lot easily and that feels comfortable, you'll sit your hips back to your heels and stretch your arms forward. If that doesn't feel comfortable for your knees, by all means, keep your hips high and stretch your arms forward as far as it's comfortable for you. I'm going to choose the first pose, so hips towards the heels, arms extending straight out. You can rest your forehead on the mat, and then again, here, feel yourself breathing. So we just gently warm the spine, and now I want you to feel for breathing deep and wide breaths into your rib cage. So as you inhale, your rib cage expands out wide, and then as you exhale, you feel your body settling just 1 degree towards the floor, just a gentle release, no force. Let's take one more deep breath in and out together. Now exhale, surrender and soften. Okay, from here, lift yourself up to hands and knees. And then from hands and knees, you'll take your left foot forward, and it might not get there right away, so I just grab hold of it and bring it forward to where my hands are. And then I'm going to pop up to my fingertips, and I'm just going to gently release through the hips. So I'll breathe in, bend my front knee, and then I'll breathe out and stretch my front leg towards straight. And so we'll do that a couple times, just breathing in, bend the front knee, chest up, eyes up, exhale, the hips go back. So just a couple times, and remembering that as you move and breathe, you want this to increase your well-being. You want it to feel good. So don't force your body, don't pressure your body, just be easy. Okay, last cycle here, just moving back and forth, gently easing into the space of the hip flexors and the hamstrings. Okay, bend into the front knee, and then we'll just switch sides. So move the hands off to the left, right leg comes up, and then you're bending forward and back. So bend the front knee, great job. Stretch the front leg towards straight. And remember these directives that I'm offering, bending and straightening, you only go as deep as your body's interested. So just kind of take your time, right? This is a time, just give yourself grace and look for the places in your body you can find some ease. Let's do it one more time, just gently forward and back. And then as you complete that cycle, bend into your front knee, and then we'll go back to hands and knees. And now from hands and knees, we'll move into downward facing dog pose. So to set this up, let's take your hands as wide as your mat. You might have a mat. If you don't have a mat, maybe a towel. And if you don't have anything, just the floor, no problem. Hands wider than your shoulders. And then take your knees and feet as wide as your hips, and you'll curl those toes under again. And from here, you're lifting yourself up and back into an upside down V shape. Just letting the blood gently rush to your head so you can release your head here. It's like a bowling ball on a string. And then just start to walk your heels out. So you press one heel down, move your hips to the side, press another heel down, move your hips to the side, and just do that a couple times. Just moving side to side, bending one knee, straightening the other, letting the head release, letting the blood flow, just sort of switch directions. One more deep breath in and out together here. Okay, and then work your legs towards straight. Doesn't matter if they get there. And then we'll take a short stroll forward. So we're just taking our time to walk to the front of the mat. And then as you get there, if your feet don't want to plant down, that's fine. Come to your fingertips, bend your knees a lot, and just sort of one way or another, make your way to the front of your mat. And then bend your knees and come to like a football huddle position. So your hands will be resting on your thighs. And you'll pull your chest forward and feel your feet on the ground. And then stand up as you breathe in. Okay, great job. Coming to the front of the mat, you'll still face the same way. I'm going to turn towards you. So separate your feet inner hip width distance apart. And then from here, sweep your right arm up in the air and let your left hand glide down on the outside of your thigh. And then breathe in, reach both arms to the ceiling. You're doing great. Release the right hand, let that glide down the side of your body. Great job. One more time each side. Breathe and push your feet into the floor. Exhale, just let your body reach to the side. Good. Inhale, last time, reach up. And then exhale, release the hand, go over to the opposite side. Great job. Breathe and stretch your arms up. I'm going to turn back to face the same direction as you. And then exhale into the football huddle. So bend your knees, pull your chest forward. And then keep your knees bent and just gently walk your hands down your shins. Now you can bend your knees as much as you need to. You don't want to cause any pain in the low back or hamstrings. Fingertips gently touch. From here, step your left leg back. It's a big step, about 4 feet. And then tap your back knee down. Walk one hand at a time up to reach your thighs. And then as you breathe in, bring your hips back. And as you breathe out, let your hips come gently forward and down. 2 more times. Breathe in, let your hips come back. You're doing great. Well done. Exhale, bend your front knee, and even take the shoulders back, right? Keep it easy. 1 more time. Breathe in, go back. And then exhale, bend into your front knee. Let your hands release to the floor. We'll go back, hands and knees position, all 4s. And then from all 4s, spread your fingers, push your palms down. Look at the front of your mat and ever so gently lower yourself down. Okay, stretch your legs back behind you. This next pose is called locust, and it's a great pose for strengthening the back. So you place your hands, palms down next to your hips. Press your toes, lift your knees, and then as much as your body is interested, lift your chest and lift your thighs. And so we're gonna hold for a moment. We're creating strength, that's a good thing. Spread your toes, and then feel your shoulders squeeze behind you. Gaze down at your mat so that you don't strain your neck, and take one more deep breath in and out. Slowly release to the floor, and then we'll push to hands and knees, and then you'll go back to that child's pose. Either hips high, if your knees don't want to bend that much, or let the hips go back to the heels. In either way, you're stretching your arms forward. Pause here and again, reconnect with your breathing. Feel your breath wide and deep into the sides of your rib cage. Relax your head and find one place inside of your body that you can release the grip just 1 degree, really small amount. Take one more collective breath. Exhale, soften to the ground. All right, pull yourself up to hands and knees. And then from hands and knees, we're going to step the left foot forward like we did at the beginning. So it might not get there. Just grab hold and bring it forward. From there, crawl your hands up, one hand at a time. Find stability by pushing your feet into the ground. Now, as you inhale, bend into your front knee. No strain, no force. And then exhale, bend. Let your hips move backwards. Breathe in and bend, shoulders back, eyes up. Exhale, shift the hips back. And then let's do it one more time. Breathe and bend, shoulders back. And then exhale, shift the hips back. Great job. Hands go inside ever so slowly. And then curl your back toes under, lift your eyes. From here, you're going to step forward. So you lift the back knee up, and maybe it's one step, or maybe it's a couple steps to come forward and come back into the football huddle position. Chest up, eyes up, push your feet into the ground, and then stand yourself all the way up. Great job. Okay, we'll work on stability and balance here. So tree pose, one that I'm sure we've seen many times before, and now we'll do it together. So we'll start by standing on the right leg, hands on your hips, and find a spot on the wall or something in front of you that's not moving where you can really focus your gaze, really hold your vision strong. From here, come to the mound of the left foot, and like a door on a hinge, open your knee wide. Remember, everything should be comfortable and create a sense of well-being. No force, no pressure. From here, place the foot either on the calf or grab that foot and place it on the inner thigh. Now, once again, focus your eyes on one spot. And if you want, you can sweep your arms up overhead, your choice. Keep focusing your eyes. Don't worry about the wobbles. And don't worry if you fall out. If you fall out, you just come right back in. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here together. Feel yourself breathing. Notice the heat and strength and mobility you're creating. Feel the focus you're creating. 1 more deep breath here. Release your hands to your hips and release your foot to the ground. And then just shake your legs out. Let any held tension that's residual from that, just let that go. And then we'll do the other side. Standing on the right leg, come to the mound of the left and open it like a door on a hinge. Reset, refocus your eyes. Come back to what you're doing in this present moment. And then place the foot on the calf or grab hold of that thing and place it on the inner thigh. And then again, you can sweep the arms up or feel free to keep your hands at your hips. Focus your eyes. Be unwavering in your dedication to being still. Breathe. Feel your body breathing. Notice the small and subtle movements that are happening. Take 2 more very deep breaths. Focus your eyes, focus your attention. And 1 more. Big inhale and exhale. Fantastic. Slowly release. And then shake that out again. Let it go. Any residual held tension. And then we'll make our way back to the top of the mat. Plant your feet hip width distance and breathe and sweep your arms up. Good. As you exhale, you're going to pull the air down with your hands. Bring your elbows behind your chest and lift your heart to the ceiling. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look down at your toes. Exhale, do it again. Pull at the air. Elbows behind the back side of the body. Lift your heart. Breathe in, stretch your arms. Reach as if you could touch the ceiling. Look down at your toes. And then exhale, pull down. Elbows behind the back side of the body. Good, feel the strength in the opening. Breathe in, reach up, and come down to the football huddle. Hands to the thighs, hips go back, chest goes up. And then keep your knees bent as you slowly walk your hands down. Okay, we're gonna add on. From here, step your right leg back, a big step, like 4 feet. And from here, push your feet into the ground so you feel stable. Make your arms strong and straight and reach yourself up. We're gonna pull down again. So breathe in, reach your fingers to the ceiling, and breathe out, pull your elbows behind the backside of your body. Inhale, reach up, look straight ahead, keep your focus, just like you did in tree. Exhale, pull down, feel your heart lift higher. One more time together, breathe in, reach up, feel the strength you're creating, and exhale, pull down. Great work. Release your hands to the floor, and then gently tap your back knee down, and step your back foot back so you're in hands and knees. From hands and knees, walk your hands a full handprint forward, and then ever so slowly lower your body down to the floor. Reach your thighs back behind you and come up on your forearms, elbows underneath your shoulders. And this is Sphinx pose. So you're reaching your strong legs back behind you, pressing your toenails into the ground, lifting your knees. Simultaneously, you're pushing your forearms down and dragging them back to open through the front side of your body. And then close your eyes and take 2 very deep belly breaths. So feel your breath being pulled into your abdomen and inflating. And then exhale, feel it soften. One more time, deep belly breath. And exhale, release. Push your palms into the ground, relax your legs, and lower your body down. Let's press to hands and knees, and then we'll move to the second side. So from hands and knees, the right foot comes forward. If it doesn't get there right away, just grab it and take it forward. Hands frame the front foot, curl the toes under, and lift the back knee. Now feel your foundation, push your feet into the ground. Once you feel stable, slowly with straight, strong arms, reach your arms up in the air. And again, 3 pulls. Breathe in, reach tall, and then exhale strong. Feel the muscles in your arms ignite as you lift your chest. 2 more. Breathe in, reach up, let it feel great. And exhale, pull down, chest goes up. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, reach up, push your feet into the floor. And exhale, pull down. Great job. Release your hands to the floor, and then in 1 step or 2 or 3, you're coming forward to the football huddle position. Hands on the thighs, chest forward. And inhale, stand all the way up. Great work. Let's take a big wide step into a straddle. So step your feet much wider than hip width and turn your toes out. I'm going to create a little strength and heat in the legs. So bend your knees as much as you're interested and let your knees reach back towards your pinky toes. Heels of the hands on the mid-thigh, and you can let the weight of your torso be supported by your arms. Some gentle twists. So first, right shoulder comes down, left shoulder goes back. Pull your abdomen in, switch sides. Left shoulder down, right shoulder back. One more time each side. Just a gentle twist. Remember, no force, no pressure. And one more. And twist. Great job. Come back to center and then stand all the way up. Turn one toe in at a time. So one foot turns and then the other. Soft bend in the knees. Push your hands into your hips and lift your chest again. Now, as you exhale, you're going to walk your hands down your thighs until your hands are touching the ground. You're in a standing straddle forward bend. Couple things you can do. You can bend your knees a lot. You can straighten your legs, or take the hands off the ground, interlace behind you, and stretch your chest and shoulders. So you choose. We're going to stay for 3 deep breaths. Choose the option that will feel great in your body. Choose the option that increases your well-being. Take one more deep breath here. Okay, we're gonna walk our hands over towards the front side of the mat. I think it'll be your left foot. Turn all 10 toes to face there. Tap the back knee down. Hands and knees again. Okay, from here, open your knees wide, wider than your hips, big toes touch. This time, keep your hips over your knees. You're gonna stretch your arms forward. It's called puppy pose. You've probably seen your own dog or your friend's dog do it before. So we're opening the chest, the shoulders, the front side of the body. You'll pull your abdomen in and gently let maybe the forehead, maybe the chin, maybe the chest release. And just take a couple moments here, but let it feel great. One more deep breath. And then slowly lift yourself back up. Walk your hands back. Bring your knees in. Sweep your feet to one side and then swing them all the way around. We're going to come down onto our backs for the remainder of class, which is good news. So roll yourself on down onto your back. And as you get onto your back, let your feet and your knees be hip width distance. And then you can give it a shot. See if you can make contact. Touch your fingers to your heels. And then as you do that, flip your palms up so they face the ceiling. And then wiggle your shoulders under the back side of your body. Pull your belly in really strong. From here, curl your pelvis towards your chest. And then as you do that, lift your hips off the ground. As you lift your hips off the ground, let your arms reach towards the ceiling. Now, lift your mid-back up off the ground. Keep reaching your arms up. And lift your upper back as you reach your arms all the way back behind you. So the arms are next to the ears, hands may be resting on the floor. And now reverse that pattern. You'll slowly lower your upper back as your arms reach to the ceiling. Your mid-back, your arms are reaching now towards your thighs, and then your low back. And at the same moment your hips touch, let your hands touch directly on the ground next to you. Let's do it again. Curl the pelvis, lift it up off the floor. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. And now you're lifting vertebrae by vertebrae, and your arms are reaching back up and over overhead. At the highest point, your hands release behind you. Good, reverse that trail. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Round the spine. Keep reaching your arms towards your thighs as you curl your pelvis, releasing it to the floor, releasing the hands at the same time. One more time together. Curl the pelvis, lift the arms up. Lift the mid back. Keep reaching the arms back behind you. Lift the upper back. And at the highest point, the hands maybe touch the ground. And then slowly release. So creating that synchronicity, really anchoring your attention to what you're doing. And see if your hips and your hands can release at the exact same moment. Beautiful work. Place your palms on your abdomen. Find yourself in a relaxed position. You can even separate your feet, let your knees maybe knock together. And what I'd love for you to do is to take 3 very deep breaths into your abdomen right now. Feel for your breath expanding into the palms of your hands as you breathe. And then feel for your body settling, relaxing, and releasing as you exhale. Take one more deep breath. Plant your feet flat, turn your knees up, and let's stretch the outer hips. Cross right ankle over the left thigh so you make a figure 4 position. If you feel the stretch in your outer thigh, then you can stay right here. If you want more, then curl the legs towards your chest. You might need to curl the body up. Hold the left hamstring, then lower yourself down. Pause here. So you're stretching through the outer right hip. You can feel the right thigh reach away from the body. And just like you did taking 3 deep breaths into your belly, do that again here as you hold this pose. Breathe fully into your abdomen, feel it inflate. And then feel for the complete elimination as you exhale, let all the air come out. One more deep breath. Release the hold on your leg Uncross the legs, and then full body stretch. Reach your legs forward, reach your arms back, maybe even shake the hips a little, and then rebend the knees, switch sides. Cross left ankle over right, open up through the thigh. Use your abdominal muscles to curl the legs, or lift yourself up, hold on to the right thigh, lower yourself back. And then see if you can relax your shoulders as you do this. And remember, you can stay right here if you feel the stretch. It's still really effective, great work. So a couple deep breaths, again, remembering breathing deeply into the abdomen. And the exhale, you're just releasing 1 degree. Last breath here. And then release the clasp and unwind the legs. Once again, stretch the arms and legs in 2 opposite directions. Shake the pelvis. Maybe roll your wrists and ankles. That can feel really great. And then place the feet flat. Now, feet as wide as the mat or wider than your hips. If you're just on a carpet, that's fantastic. From here, you're gonna let both of your knees ever so gently release over to the left. So you get a little bit of a stretch through the right side. And as you breathe in, the knees come back to face the ceiling. And as you exhale, they go over to the right. And so we'll keep moving like that, side to side. And what I want you to experience and feel for is just sort of luxuriating in the slow movement. So we're not racing, we're not rushing, just sort of seeing how slow we can move. And then notice the sensations that you notice. So where do you feel high sensation? Where are things maybe a little less or a little more subtle? But just start exploring there. We'll go one more time each side, nice and slow. And then slowly come back to center. Bring your knees and your feet together. Reorient yourself so that you feel comfortable, and then just give yourself a gentle squeeze, knees to chest, and small circles in one direction. And then take small circles in the other direction. It should feel like a massage for the low back. It should feel really comfortable. It should feel great. Remember, just everything we're trying to do here, increasing well-being. Even though if it's a new practice, we can be a little unsure, but just really tapping into the knowledge inside of ourselves here. All right, and then from here, slowly release. The last thing that we'll do is a little guided relaxation and breathing. So you'll stretch your legs out, maybe wider than your hips, letting the feet just sort of flop open. And then nestle your shoulders under the back side of your body and open your arms in this relaxed position. So these final moments here together is just called final relaxation. And the most important thing is that you're comfortable. I'm going to get up, but you can stay laying down. So as you find the relative comfort in your body, you can get a pillow for your head, or maybe a blanket if there's a chill in the air, something to cover your eyes if it's really bright in the room. You choose, but the point is to get yourself really comfortable. So take a moment to do that. And then once you're there, feeling the relative ease in your body and taking a moment and really acknowledge the miracle that your body is, that you did all of that. It's truly extraordinary. So really recognize that in yourself. And then as you lay here comfortably, I want you to feel for breathing in and out through alternating nostrils. So you don't need to use your hands to do it, we'll just use our minds. So open your mouth and expel all the tidal air out of your lungs so that you get completely empty of breath. And then visualize as you're breathing in through your right nostril, pausing at the top of your in-breath And then as you exhale, you're exhaling out through your left nostril. Then inhale through the left nostril this time. Pause at the top. And then exhale out through your right nostril. And inhale through the right nostril. Pause at the top, let your belly be relaxed. And exhale out through the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Pause at the top. Exhale and release out through the right. One more cycle. Breathe in through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. Let yourself be comfortable. Let yourself be still. And just count down from 5 breaths to 1. So each time you inhale, you say a number. So inhale 5. Exhale 5. And inhale 4. And exhale 4. And inhale 3. And exhale 3. And inhale 2. Exhale 2. And inhale 1. And exhale 1. Feel your body breathing. Touch each finger to the thumb. And stretch your body fully, reach your arms all the way up and overhead, roll your wrists and ankles. Roll off to your right side, and as you roll to your right side, rest comfortably as if you were in your own bed. And then use the strength of your arms to come to a seat that feels comfortable for you. It can be on the floor, maybe a chair, or on those pillows that you had. And just bring your palms together in front of your chest and release your chin. Take a couple deep breaths in and out, just noticing how you feel. Noticing an increased capacity for what the rest of the day holds. And really acknowledging that you took the time for yourself to increase your well-being. Thank you for joining us at Mountain Youth. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day.